This video is for educational purposes only. Hello everyone, my name is Joel Marshall, and in today's video tutorial, I'll be walking you through how to perform both dynamic and static malware analysis. Specifically, we'll focus on how data encoding works within a virtual machine environment. For this demonstration, we'll be using Oracle VirtualBox and Wireshark as our primary tools, along with additional utilities like PEBear and Bintex to help analyze and decode the malware sample. First, we're going to start with turning off real-time protection. This is the most important step because you will not be able to, mine is already off, but you will not be able to download the malware. It will self-delete. If you have a Windows operating system, it will self-delete automatically if this is on, so you want to turn this off. Next, we want to open our virtual machine. This is the Windows one. This is the Linux one. Okay, so you can see that this is titled named victim. This is because the malware is going to be on this virtual machine, and then we're going to use the sniffer to detect traffic that's oncoming from the victim VM. Okay, so once you have your two VMs running, you want to turn off virus and threat protection on your Windows VM as soon as possible. And again, this is because it will delete itself if you skip the step, and you won't be able to place the malware into the VM. So now that we have that done, we can drag the executable file into the VM. And after that, you want to ping the sniffer VM. And to do this on Linux, it's Control-Alt-T to bring up the terminal, and you want to put IPA, and you're looking for 10.10.10.112. And then same thing with the Windows terminal. Open up the command prompt, and then you want to put ipconfig, and then you want to look for 10.10.10.112. Okay, so once you're able to ensure that your victim VM is pinged to your sniffer VM and they're both connected, you want to open up the terminal again, Control-Alt-T, and you want to connect to inetsim. And you need to do this because the traffic from the malware will not transfer to the sniffer VM if this step is skipped. So you want to put sudo inetsim, and then it requires you to put your password again for the VM. Once that's there, you see that it's all connected. Okay, now we're ready to capture beacons. So what we're going to do again is open up the terminal on Linux, Control-Alt-T, and we're going to run Wireshark, sudo space Wireshark. Requires you to put your password again, and we have Wireshark opened. And now you want to, on your victim VM, you want to open up the executable file which contains the malware. It'll just show this blank pop-up, which is fine because it's encoded. And what you want to do now is view this. If you see there's a little spike here, it goes a little, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to double click this, wait for it to come in. Right now it's capturing. And we're trying to look for specifically HTTP files. So what we're going to do is in the filter, display filter, we're going to type in HTTP, and we're going to enter, and then it shows you where this malware is. It's contained in this 10.10.10.112. You want to double click it, and then you can see that it's showing the malware. Okay, so now that we have the specific beacon that we're looking for, I'm going to right click, go to follow, go to HTTP stream. And as you can see, the host is www.practicalmalwareanalysis.com. And this is completely encrypted. And hackers use this to gain sensitive information or to even control your system completely. So a normal user would never know that the contents of this folder contain malware. And I'm going to show you guys why. If you go to the victim VM, if you have bintex downloaded, bintex, open up the executable file, hit go. As you can see, nothing here actually shows that it's taking you to a HTTP request. And it's probably encrypted in any of these files, most likely this one, but that's when it's important to be aware of encryption and to stay safe at all costs.